This is KVUE News Daybreak.
It was a showdown many say lived up to the hype. Millions watched as former FBI Director James Comey testified in front of the Senate Intelligence Committee. What we learned from his testimony. And a shakeup overseas, what happened in the UK overnight, why many are demanding the Prime Minister step down. Thousands of bikers rowing into Austin for this year's ROT Rally. The road closures you need to know about downtown this weekend. Good Friday morning to you, and thank you for joining us for KVUE News Daybreak. It is 5 a.m. I'm Brian Mays. Yvonne Nava has the day off today, so you're going to get a lot of this. Today. Luckily, Erica's here, too, and Anavid as well. They're going to break things up and give you something else to look at. Hey, Erica.
You know what? I'm going to do the viewers a favor and drag out my weather
Please
forecast.
do. Please do.
How about that? I'm totally kidding. Really quiet right here in central Texas right now. Southeast wind because of an area of high pressure east of us, and then some scattered showers northwest of Dallas. That's been the busiest spot overnight. Currently a severe thunderstorm warning, a flash flood warning, the little green polygon out there. Heavy rain for Wichita Falls now. That's sliding to the south and the east. We'll keep a close eye on that, but it's not going to affect us here across our viewing area. Speaking of what we can expect today, partly cloudy skies are expected. Lunchtime plans today, 86 degrees or so, then highs in the lower 90s. Again, a small 20% chance of a spotty showers in the forecast. A very calm south wind. All that's going to do is increase the humidity. Here's what you're waking up to this morning. 70s across the board throughout the entire viewing area. Only spot that's under that 70-degree mark is Lockhart, currently at 69 degrees. So I'm going to chat your weekend forecast later on this morning. You want to stick around for that. As for now, Anavid has an update on traffic.
Thank you, Erica. Good morning. This is a live look at Mopac at the 45 interchange. Excuse me, it's Friday. I can't speak. You can see the roads are open and clear. No major incidents. This is a look at your Austin Metro map. So green light for most of you guys. No major issues to talk about this morning, but there is a closure that I do want to let you know about this morning, and it's all because of those bikes will be roaring in for the ROT Rally. You can see here it'll take effect tonight at 6 p.m. until Saturday, 12 a.m. Congress Avenue will be shut down, as well as those side streets between Brazos and Colorado Street. So let's go ahead and take a look at, so I can give you a little bit of more details on this closure. So again, it is the ROT Rally, and it will be such a busy weekend. So with these major closures for the ROT Rally, again, they'll start at 6 p.m. tonight. Congress Avenue will be closed until midnight on Saturday. This includes Congress from Cesar Chavez Street to 11th Street and the side streets between Brazos and Colorado Street. So guys, watch out and be safe, as those motorcycles will be all over town. So just be cautious and be aware. Brian, back to you.
Good advice. Keep that in mind. You know, those roads that will remain open will likely be filled with motorcycle riders and pedestrians, many coming to town for the ROT Rally and Parade. It's been going on now for decades. KVUE's Jay Wallace joins us now live at the Travis County Expo Center to explain a bit of the history behind the ROT Rally. Jay?
Yeah, Brian, well, it's nice and calm right now with police already blocking off part of this entrance, but come tonight, it's going to be packed, it's going to be loud, and it's going to be full of energy. That's how it's been in Austin for the past 23 years since it came here. And speaking to one of the people that made that happen, co-founder Jerry Bragg says this entire event started with a call from Harley-Davidson. The motorcycle manufacturing company recruited 5 people to put together the rally, which started with 4,000 attendees in its first year, and this weekend, organizers are expecting close to 40,000. And for Bragg, he can't help but be surprised and excited to see how far this event has come.
Well, it makes your chest swell up, of course. And every year, we work hard at this, and we're tired at the end, but when you hear those first bikes come in and you stand around and you see all the people having fun, it's just hard not to do it again.
And tonight, towing on Congress Avenue will begin at 4 in the afternoon, while the parade is set to begin at 7:45 p.m. here at the Travis County Expo Center. And of course, as drivers out there, make sure to be cautious. There will be more motorcycles on the road this weekend. And of course, no refusal will be in effect, as it will be through September. Live in Austin, Jay Wallace, KVUE News.
Can already hear those motorcycles firing up out there. Jay, thanks. All new overnight, police are investigating after a man was killed in northeast Austin last night. Police say they received a call around 10 p.m. about an incident near 290 and Springdale Road. Officials working to find the cause of death or motive for the killing. No one's been arrested yet. Police are asking people in the area to stay alert. If you see anything strange, call police. Happening today, the man accused of killing a University of Texas student on campus and injuring 3 others last month set to appear in court today. A judge is still waiting to see if Kendrick White is fit to stand trial for murder. His mental state at the time of the attack will be the main subject of today's hearing. White's attorneys could argue he's not guilty by reason of insanity. According to the Austin American-Statesman, this could determine if he serves a sentence in a mental health facility or state prison. The final poll numbers coming in this morning in the UK election, and British Prime Minister Theresa May called the early election to try to increase her party's majority in Parliament, but the plan backfired. The Conservative Party has now lost its majority. Pressure is now mounting for May to resign. However, British News saying Prime Minister May will not step down. This morning, the latest fallout from former FBI Director James Comey's testimony on Capitol Hill yesterday. He's accusing the president and his top aides of lying, also suggesting the president wanted special treatment in exchange for loyalty. ABC's Lana Zach has more on Comey's testimony yesterday and the White House response.
The bombshell James Comey testimony brought a new spate of headlines.
I was honestly concerned that he might lie about the nature of our meeting. I asked a friend of mine to share the content of the memo with a reporter. I've seen the tweet about tapes. Lordy, I hope they're tapes.
For 2.5 hours, Comey painted a picture of an FBI director trying to navigate murky waters as the president tried to exert his influence. Comey recalling a meeting in which the president allegedly said of the Flynn investigation, "I hope you can let this go."
I took it as a direction. Right. I mean, this is the President of the United States with me alone saying, I hope this. I took it as this is what he wants me to do.
The president's personal attorney disputed much of Comey's testimony.
The president also never told Mr. Comey, quote, I need loyalty. I expect loyalty, close quote.
While the Republican Speaker of the House came to President Trump's defense in a different way.
He's new to government, and so he probably wasn't steeped in the long-running protocols.
Comey did confirm that he had reassured the president he was not personally under investigation, but it did not save his job.
It's my judgment that I was fired because of the Russia investigation. That is a very big deal.
The president himself is keeping mum, at least for now.
Mr. President, any reaction to Comey's testimony? Any reaction at all?
Thank you very much.
But that silence on the part of the president is unlikely.
They didn't want to finish that? All right. Well, we'll have more on that story coming up. In fact, after the hearing yesterday, we spoke to the chief security officer of Stratfor, a global intelligence firm based right here in Austin, and got his thoughts on former FBI Director Comey's testimony. Fred Burton says it's interesting that Comey took notes after his meetings with the president, saying that something must have compelled him to do that. Burton also says the theatrics that played out in the hearing, mostly political.
When you look at these kinds of exchanges that take place, especially in a one-on-one environment, it's really difficult to decide who's saying the truth.
We will do everything.
Burton believes the public and the media will likely move on soon, saying it's usually something else that defines a presidency, such as how they handle terrorism or war. The family of 2 victims killed in a balloon crash in Lockhart last year calling for change. Last July, a hot air balloon crashed into a field, hitting a power line, killing 16 people on board, including the pilot, Alfred Skip Nichols. According to a toxicology report, Nichols was intoxicated at the time of the crash after taking multiple prescription medications. Now, family members of the victims have created a petition calling for more regulations regarding hot air balloons. The link to that petition you can find on our website, KVUE.com. An NTSB hearing on that crash is scheduled for mid-October this fall. 5:09 now, and across Central Texas, more people are coming forward with their hefty toll bills. Yesterday, we talked about an Army serviceman who came home to a $27,000 toll bill after more than a year overseas. Now others are sharing their stories. From May 2016 to January of this year, Kiona Morrison Allen's husband was working as a military contractor overseas. While he was away, she says she got a bill from TxDOT for $1,400 for tolls she had accrued. But she says when she called to pay, she was told it had been sent to collections. When she called collections, they told her she couldn't pay it because she's not the account holder.
So I called, and they're like, well, it's in his name, you can't call on his behalf. I was like, I'm his wife, no, we had to speak to him. I asked questions like, can I make arrangements? But I wasn't him, so they wouldn't let me do it. And now they're basically just wanting the whole $24,000.
Allen says almost $25,000 worth of administrative fees have now been added to the bill. She said she's not opposed to paying the bill, just not tens of thousands of dollars in fees. KVUE reached out to TxDOT. We have not yet heard back. Time to get a check of our forecast. A busy weekend here in Austin, and it's going to be hot and humid. Right, Erica Lopez?
That's right. I have your weekend forecast for all those outdoor activities the next several days. Here's what you're waking up to this Friday morning, though. We're slightly above average in the mid-70s this morning. It's sticky, it's humid, and also on the warm side this morning. So as far as what you can expect as you head out the door, here it is. Here's what the next 12 hours are going to look like, though. Partly cloudy start to our day. By lunchtime, 80s in the forecast, then mid to upper 90s this afternoon. Highs will be at about 91 degrees and in the 90s, but feel like temperatures in the mid-90s. Any weekend travel plans? Possibly heading to New Braunfels. Lots of sun to enjoy this weekend. Not talking much in the term of rain shower chances. Galveston, you should be in the clear mid-80s for your forecast. Could have some spotty showers, though, Sunday afternoon if you're heading out to Port Aransas this weekend, but mid-80s temperature-wise. And then South Padre Island, great weekend to enjoy out there. Partly cloudy to a sunny forecast in store for this weekend. Brian, back to you.
Erica, thank you. Sports fan or not, everyone can get free tacos from Taco Bell next week for the Warriors win in Game 3. Taco Bell started a promotion called Steal a Game, Steal a Taco. Since Golden State beat the Cavs Wednesday night, customers can get free Doritos Locos Tacos. You can get your free taco next Tuesday, June 13th, from 2 to 6 p.m. Game 4 of the finals might be the final game. That's tonight. Starts at 8 o'clock. You can watch it right here on KVUE. Still ahead on Daybreak, many people admire their love story. The message former President George H.W. Bush sent to his wife on her birthday. And a Texas officer and her husband turning themselves in to authorities late last night. What the two are being charged with after a fight at a Denny's restaurant. Stay with us.